Center. I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Panthers put on a display and win by 21 points. In an AFC South matchup, we had the Texans pick up their 8th win of the year. The Bears won this contest, but will stay at the second place in the NFC North. Champ Bailey stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Tony Gonzalez won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. He's suffering from a pulled calf muscle, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Darren Sharper will be on the sidelines for a while, so this defense will need to do some reshuffling in his absence. Broken ribs severely hampering his mobility. They'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. On to the serious news of the week. Amani Toomer will miss the remainder of the year, and this is a big blow to this passing game because he was obviously a main target. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Musa Smith rushed for over 50 yards and helped his Eagles beat the Rams. Up in the Pacific Northwest in Seattle, the city by the Sound, we had the Seahawks squeeze out a 4-point victory. Down in Texas Stadium, we had the Cowboys end up with an 8-point victory. The Chargers defense came away with 3 turnovers in their victory at the RCA Dome. The Steelers won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Bills. In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Chiefs pick up their 11th win of the year. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Dennis Johnson is on the move. Perhaps not for all that he thought he'd get, but a good deal nonetheless. 3 years, $2.7 million. Sean Tufts will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Titans. Andrew Pinnock will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 5 years, $1.5 million.
The Packers lost this one, but will stay at number 1 in the NFC North. James Darling stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Terrell Owens pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Titans beat the Broncos. Right by Lady Liberty in New York, we had the Jets get embarrassed by 20. Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins come away with a tie. And in our final game, we had the Saints come away victorious. So let's change things up a bit and turn to a guy that's had his eye on the college game, and that's our own Mel Kiper Jr. He joins us now. Mel, your work never ends, I know. Believe me, I know better than anybody else. But it's never too early to start thinking about next year's draft, is it?
Well, you're absolutely right. And with the college bowl season upon us, a lot of guys view their upcoming bowl game as more or less an open audition for NFL scouts everywhere. Weber is someone I think of right away when I think of the best prospects in college football. 6'2", 200, out of Georgia Tech. And I think in time he's going to develop into the type of shutdown corner that every team in the NFL would like to have. His quickness to the ball and excellent read and react skills put him near the top of many want lists. Moore is another guy that scouts are keeping a close watch on. He has the quick feet that are necessary for a pulling guard in today's game, but he also has the strength and toughness to finish his block. So that'll do it for now, but expect there to be plenty happening between now and April.
Yes, indeed, just 1 week to go and the playoff picture's starting to take shape, but still some areas that'll need to be cleared up next weekend. We'll start with a look at the AFC playoff picture. And now checking things out over in the NFC playoff race. So that's how things shape up. Still plenty of intriguing matchups upcoming as we get closer and closer to January. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
That'll do it here for Pivotal Week 16. As always, good. We have surprises to go around and plenty of intrigue still to come. My primetime players each took his team to the next level, and each is going to take home a game ball. Great work, fellas. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studio. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.